All right, join us back now. Nice D block by 44.
Way to go, Matt Connor, baby!
44 with the big layout. You can hear Kilfoy.
No round, no round!
Yelling so much he's lightheaded, he said. So, great play. Hatter was just after throwing the huck, the pull, my bad, into the end zone, or right outside the end zone. They tried for their first pass, and he was one of the first up the field to lay out and block that. So now, House to Collingwood, Collingwood to Hiscock, Hiscock to Hatter. Hatter's in the zone. He's got people cutting, throws it out. Oh, he threw it to House, and the green player got his hand on it to knock it down. Where are you guys from? Regina. What's your name? What is it? RUT?
RUT. Regina Ultimate Team.
Okay. Regina Ultimate Team. RUT. So that's who we're playing right now. And it is actually a 2-1 regiment lead early here in the game. So they went back to field. We had that turnover at the goal line, and they got all the way to our goal line. They turned it over. They're rarities, man, when you turn them over at the goal lines. But both teams just exchanged it. Now Hatter with the disc. Hatter goes through the middle. He got Sismondo. Sismondo now over to the House. House is looking for somebody. House fakes it to Hatter going deep. Now Sismondo got it. Sismondo to the middle now to Hiscock. Hiscock's going to come across to Collingwood. Collingwood's looking back. He's got Santos. That's Santos with it now. Santos throws it across the House. House got it. House is looking for someone. He goes underneath now to Sismondo. Sismondo takes a break. Goes across now to Mayo. Mayo back to Sismondo. A little bit of catch. Now that Sismondo's going deep with Hatter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sismondo with the dime into the end zone. And Hatter's the recipient. Reels it in. And we take a 3-1 lead here. Beauty. So they're yelling out RUT. So that's RUT, the Regina Ultimate Team in green. And Regiment, with that score by Hatter, take a 3-1 lead here early. Beautiful temperature here right now with the overcast conditions. And here is the voice of Regiment. Eyes the boy. Who's the boy? Who's the boy? Who's the boy? That a boy. That's Kilfoy. He's totally my favorite. Love him. He's the energy over here. Hey, Nikki. So that's Nick House, the captain, goes through there now. So we always got, I don't know if you realize, we always got like 3 players, at minimum 3 players on this sideline. This 4 here right now, just because Jeff Summers is taking some photos as well. He's wearing multiple hats here. And so we have the pull. The pull goes down. Oh, just a bit of miscommunication. The RUT player zigged when the other one was zagging, and just a miscommunication. And that's Coles. Coles to head now to Gatto. Gatto. Oh, there's a pick, I think, call here. Or did he just blow a tire? Might have just blown a tire, so they just stopped for him. The field conditions are horrific right now. Like there's apparently the game before the last one. Oh, sorry, that's Gatto into Michael Walsh for the score. But the field conditions in the game before ours at 12 o'clock, so I guess the game was probably somewhere around the 9:45 range or whatever it was. There was 2 guys that actually blew out a knee, and it's just because the field conditions. I don't think they're playing on that field anymore. No, actually, it was the field. Sorry, and they are playing on it. It's down right there. It was the field that we played our last game on. So really, really bad field. This one's not so bad, but there are, when you get towards the sidelines where it drops off, you can see right here all the water buildup and everything there. So hopefully nobody lays out right here. They'll be going for a little swim. But that will make it 4-1 for Regiment. So they picked up where they left off in the last game. And a bunch of scores early. That's a big difference up here too. And the poor sword team, the juniors, I think they got down 4-0 almost every single game, and then had to claw their way back. But they didn't give up. They kept fighting. And Regiment, when they've been successful, they get the early lead. So the D line is going to come out now at 4-1, and like I said, if you're just tuning in, it is Regiment versus RUT. That's the Regina Ultimate Team. And now we have House, Hiscock, Santos, Butler, Sismondo, and I believe that's Mayo. And that's Hodder with the disc. Hodder's going to have the pull here. So Regiment Regiment with the score in this end zone now will pull from this end zone. They're waiting for RUT to signal that they're ready. Hodder signals that he's ready to throw. Just wait for someone to. All right, and RUT actually signal. That's Hodder with the pull. Hodder with the pull. Great pull back there. Great pull. Boys are going to get some good field position here now. They just got to get up on the D. So they're still in their end zone, which is nice.
Get wide.
They're switching it wide. Going through the middle. That's Hiscock now on it with D. Defending the disc. Now House is on his man, giving him pressure. RUT waiting for somebody to cut here. Throwing through the middle. And it's just outside of Mayo's reach. Now Santos is on it. Santos got a hand on it, but it was still caught by the RUT forward. It's going in deep. Hiscock got a beat on it. Oh! The RUT player goes up with two hands. Reels that one in and does a nice roll into the end zone. Great concentration by the Regina player there to pull that one in. So Regina cut the lead in half here. It's 4-2. So we get some fresh legs coming out here now. What a difference in the boys' energy like today in their third game because of the temperatures. There's no sun today. We got a high ceiling here, and that's providing some cooler temperatures. So we got Hong, we got Penny, we got Dormady, we got Young, we got Costigan, we got Workman, and we got Mascarin. That's the O-line that's out now. They're going to look to strike back right away. And RUT with the disc here. They scored. And just waiting for the pull. Regiment signal already. And here we go. We're away. Nice pull by the RUT player. Goes back. Penny settles under it there now. He goes over to Dormady. That's Dormady with the disc. Dormady's waiting. He got Workman caught. Workman with it. Workman up to Young. Young now got the disc. Young with the fake flick. Comes back to the center to Dormady. As Dormady now looking, he puts it out to Hong. Hong's looking for someone. Got Costigan cutting in the middle. Costigan with the fake. Goes back to Dormady now. Dormady is looking. Penny was caught, but he was good coverage there. Now Young found a seam. He's in the middle. He's going to put it up to Costigan. Costigan's looking. Costigan with a running catch. He's got it. Costigan's going to go in deep to Cam Penny. Cam Penny found a little opening, and that's just going to float into his hands in the end zone. And that's Costigan to Penny. So Cam Penny, usually one of the main handlers for Regiment, is on the receiving end of a beautiful pass by Costigan. And I guess that's why he found that opening. I guess he's usually up in midfield, but they ended up finding a mismatch, and he just walked into the end zone. All right. So we have new players on the field. The D-line comes out. It's 5-2 for Regiment over RUT. And Regiment have Walsh, Coles, McCowan, Gatto, House, Santos, and Hodder now signaling. Hodder's with the disc. He's going to have to pull here. Signaling. And RUT signal are ready. And away we go. Beauty pull, beauty pull. It's going to stay in. Oh, it just sails out. So they will come to brick mark. That almost went from one side of the field to the other. I don't have a good angle on it, so it looked like it was going to stay in very easily. So RUT takes the disc at brick mark, and Michael Walsh is defending. All right, now Hodder's on the disc. Hodder with it, tried to stop it with his foot. Santos now. Santos is there putting some pressure on. Comes back. Hodder's there. Hodder tries to lay out and block it. Doesn't get it. Gatto now with it. Gatto goes back. Santos throwing up there now. Coles on his man. Throwing through the middle there. Walsh had a great game yesterday on D. Had one shift. He had 2 layout D blocks. Awesome. Now Coles on it. Throwing into Gatto's on it. Looking for the short pass. They get the short pass. Number 3 got a couple of steps on the other number 3. And he gets a quick strike down there. And now it's 5-3 for Regiment over RUT. RUT is RUT from Regina Ultimate Team. And if you're just tuning in, like I said, it is Regiment 5, RUT 3. And this is game 3 for today. And they're still having so much fun, right? Game 3 of the day, and it's the game 8 for the tournament. So this will be the final for this Regiment team. A lot of close losses. They never got to jump up in an extra bracket.
10 seconds, Regiment, ready up!
So, whistle goes. RUT are ready. Regiment signal, they're ready. And here's number 7 for RUT with the pull. And he throws it. And Mascaren's going to settle underneath it. Mascaren to Moores. Moores now with it. Moores to Dormady. I think there's a pick called. But they're going to talk it out and just see what's going on. But it looks like they're ready to go already. Dormady taps the disc in. Dormady to Workman. Workman now with it. Workman's looking. Oh, I thought Workman was going to go. But he goes with a nice. Oh! Throws it into Costigan. Julian almost made that shoestring catch. That's Moose on the disc now. Costigan across. Forcing the play there. They go back. That's Zach Young now on the disc.
Tight, Julian, tight! Julian, tighter!
Zach Young. Oh, he lays out. He bid on that play. Whoa! Oh! And Workman with a nice try, reaching 2 of them. The RUT forward and Moose with the dive, and 23 with great concentration, kept 2 hands on it. A valiant effort by the Regiment forward, veteran Moose. Now, Moose is back on his man here now. They go cross again now. Throwing in behind, now that's Mascaren. Oh. Number 17 had a great cut in underneath Palo. And they get the score. All right, so RUT cut the lead to 1. It's 5-4 for Regiment over Regina. So the O-line will stay on the field. Normally the O-line will score and then they just switch it up. But where the O-line just got scored against, the majority of their players will stay on. A couple of quick insertions here. So we still got Young, Dormady, Moores, Workman, and Costigan on. And it looks like we got House and Cam Penny jumping in from the sidelines now. So 2 of the veteran handlers come in, and Regiment would love to get this point right back. Cut off. I think that's a 2-point run for them. So this will be. We need to break this now. We need a break point here. All right, Regiment signal ready, and that is Regina with the pull. Zach Young knocks it down. He goes to that's House. House now up to Penny with the fake. Penny's looking. He's got Dormady. Good support underneath by Dormady. Dormady's looking. Throws it out to Moose. Moose got it now. He's got Moores going deep. Oh, he was going to go for it. And cooler heads prevailed. He put it over to Dormady. We're switching field position now. That's House. House in the middle, but we got a pick called in the middle here now. So they'll just slow it down and restart the point, I would say. So disc is checked. House up to Moores now. Moore's looking for somebody. Waiting for someone to cut. Puts it up the House. Oh! Moore's laid it up a little too close to the RUT defender, and he swatted that out of there. So that's Cam Penny on the disc now. RUT check in. Oh, and it's quickly thrown away again. So let's settle down here now. Let's settle down, Regiment. That's House now with the disc. So puts it out to Penny. Penny got it. Penny's looking. He's waiting for someone to move. There's Costigan. Costigan with it now. Costigan's looking for somebody. Goes back to House now. House comes across to Penny. Penny with it now. He's going to be looking to score here. Oh! Throws it towards Moores, but the RUT forward poaches off his man and swats that one down.
Here we go, boys. Here we go.
All right, that's Workman on the disc now. Quick pass. House moves up on a man. Comes through the middle. Dormady's not there. Comes back. Fake pass. We got Cam Penny on the disc now. Now that's Moose. Moose switches off. All right, Dormady there. They're going to go for a hawk. I don't think that one's coming back. Big number 88 Goo with the tried to throw it to have a curl back in. Absolutely no wind here today, but they can usually spin it back, but that one just got out of his hands and just kept going straight. So bit of a break there for now for Regiment. Really this has been a bit of a long point here now, and the O-line's been on for 2 points here. So the RUT forward, I just blew a tire there, and I don't know, he's holding his knee a little bit. He's going to need a sub, he said. So here comes some reinforcements for number 95 goes out. So all right, so House is calling out instructions here now. All right, so they get ready. House taps the disc in. goes across now to Workman. Workman got it. Workman up to Young. Young goes over to Penny. Penny now with the fake hook. Goes up to Workman in the middle. That's Workman now. Workman's looking for somebody. Morris is being marked. Goes into Penny. Penny now. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the hook. Comes across to Workman. It was a good fake there. Workman back to Penny now. Penny throws it out deep. He got Costigan wide open. And Costigan, nice leisurely jog over to the disc to grab it for an easy goal. Obviously, they recognized there was a mismatch. Costigan broke his mark, and he just walked into the corner of the end zone to grab that disc. That will make it 6-4 for Regiment over RUT. All right, for those of you tuning in right now, it's RUT is Regina Ultimate Team. So it's the final game of the day, final game of the tournament for Regiment. Really overcast day here. It's pretty dark. I don't know if I'm going to get more rain or maybe even some thunder because the humidity is still here. But it's actually decent temperature here right now. So, all right, on the field now. D-line is in. We got Hiscock, we got Gatto, we got McCowan, we got Hong, we got Sismondo, we got Mayo, and that's Hotter with the disc. Hotter signals he's ready. Waiting for the Regina team to signal they're ready. There's the whistle.
10 seconds, Reggie. Put up a hand if you're ready.
They signal they're ready, and there's Hotter with the pull. Looks like it's going to be a decent pull. That should stay in, should settle in the end zone. And Sismondo got his man marked. They come out. That's McCowan. McCowan is on his man now. Little toss there. That's Mayo now. Mayo. That was McCowan back. Oh, Hotter came from behind, and it was just out of his reach. There's a hawk throwing. Gatto's there. Oh! Gatto gets a hand on it. But 85 with the kept his eye on it the whole time, and where Gatto couldn't get it down. He got a good hand on it, but it stayed up, and the 85 from RUT just ran it down and took it in and had a bit of fun with the women's team that are there watching. A few low fives. That's too bad. Now they cut the lead back to 1. So it's Regiment 6 and RUT 5. Dog enjoying the massive puddle there. Oh. So we got the O-line back on the field. We have Collingwood, we've got Penny, we've got Young, Dormady, Costigan, Workman, and Mascarin out here on the O-line. RUT are waiting for those guys to signal they're ready. Costigan gives them the signal, and here's the pull. And pull goes down. Cam Penny settles underneath it. Penny to Dormady. They're already at the brick mark position anyway. Back to Penny. Penny to Workman. Workman to Penny. They play a bit of catch. Oh, and Penny's going to throw one out there. And I think Zach Young might... Oh! Just sails through the end zone. Thought Young might have been able to catch up to that one. He was all alone. Just a little bit of pepper put on that by Cam Penny, and it's just out of the reach of Young. So RUT will take possession of it right at their right at the goal line. And now that's Young tries to lay out. Penny's on the disc. Penny's defending the disc there. Colin was back. Huck is throwing way over. Oh, Young, great D, man. He deflected it and stayed with it and caught it. Now it's back to Young. Young across to Mascarin. Mascarin is looking. Oh, and here's a hawk throwing by Mascarin into, Workman, and he was not quite in the zone. I'm not sure. Is there a pick called? Yeah, pick call down in midfield here, I think. So hard watching the disc all the time to see any of the picks, right? You're not paying attention to any of it. Oh. So, pick called, so they're going to come back to where Mascarin threw that dime from. So, they replay the point. Mascarin. The RUT player checks it back in. Oh. They're trying to figure out where they were when the point was thrown. And now it seems like they're ready. So we'll get this check back in. And there we go. Paulo with the disc. Paulo's looking for somebody. Puts it out to Workman. Workman got it. Oh, good effort by the RUT forwards are diving everywhere. Oh, Campenny. Campenny with the rear throwaway. I think he thought what he was going. And I think he cut back against it. So, anyways, you won't. That's probably the only time you'll see that happen this year. Disc is throwing back now. Workman was on it. Now that's Collingwood there. Young. Dormady is here. Pick call in the middle again.
He's about to rip that.
He was getting ready to rip that hawk, and they're still probably going to try it. Will a loose switch? All right, there's Workman on it. Now Mascarin up. Mascarin with the D, puts the foot up the block. Young on the disc. Throwing in the middle. Oh, and Collingwood just missed getting his fingers on it. Stays on the disc here. Throwing through the middle now. That's Pfeiffer, Michelle's brother. Throwing in the middle. Mascarin's up on his man here now. Oh, good effort by Mascarin there with the good D. Young on it. Workman moves up. Passed over now. Mascarin poaches off his mark. Comes back to it. Now there's Dormady. Workman now up on the disc. Throwing in, Huck in just throwing a little too high. And the RUT forward extended, but it went off his fingertips. And so Regiment will take possession at their goal line. So, still 6-5 here. Long point happening. Really need to hold these guys off. Mephisto was the team we played in the first day here behind us, and the players scored in a bit of an emphatic celebration. He kicked the disc. So, timeout call by Paulo, because as I was saying, it was extremely long shift here right now. And even though the sun's not bearing down on it today, the humidity is up a bit, but it's game 3. So it's game 3 of this today and game 8 of the tournament. So energy levels had to be at a minimum. So they'll bring the water out, make sure the boys are staying nice and hydrated. And for those tuning in right now that weren't around this morning, Regiment had to play at 8:30 this morning in torrential downpour, and the field conditions are not optimal, but to say the least. We're just waiting here now for somebody to take a little bath, and that Campenny threw his hat, and it just missed going in the midst of that, but just showing some emotion. Really intense player too, so these guys want to finish this tournament now with a W. So the O-line stays on. Not sure. I don't think there was any substitutions there. I think the timeout will give them enough to get their gas back. So yes, we have Workman, Costigan, Penny, Collingwood, Young, Dormady, and that's Mascarin, the veteran with the disc. All right, Mascarin, disc is in. He goes cross field to Workman. Workman back to Young. Young fakes the throw. Got some space there. He puts it up the middle. That's Penny chasing it down. Penny, it was going to be out of bounds, so he just took it and flicked it back, but there was no one there able to get it. Great effort. But the pass from Young just didn't curve back in, so last-ditch effort by Penny to see if anybody was coming behind and throw it in. Wilusewicz is his name, number 85. And here's a huck being thrown. Collingwood is going to get there. Oh! Wow, 85 Wilusewicz. He started right in front of me, and he ran over half the length of this field. What a dime thrown by the RUT handler. So, they've been on a bit of a roll here. RUT now have tied the game. They were down by 2 early, but they're chipping away at it. They've come back. So, first team to 8 here, we get the half. And it looks like it's going to be a bit of a battle here. We got a few fresh feet out here now, but Penny, Workman, Young, and Koskinen stay out. House, Sismondo, and Joseph Hong now join them for the. Here's the pull going to be coming in from RUT. RUT with the pull comes in. Looks like it's going to side out here. Oh, and spectator watching the Mephisto game took the disc to the back of the head, but doesn't look any worse for Weir. Gotta have eyes in the back of your head up here, literally. So with the side out, that's House going to bring it back to brick mark.
Will, he wants it.
And House goes to Workman. Workman's got it. He's got Koskinen. Oh, Penny puts it up to Koskinen. Koskinen got it now. He's got Workman going deep. He's got Hong going deep. Puts it into Hong. Hong now with it. Regiment really want this point. That's Penny now with it. Penny throws it out deep to Koskinen. Oh, and Koskinen lays out. It was a double layout by Koskinen and Moose. But Koskinen was in front of him and reeled that one in for a great point. So two of Cam Penny's favorite targets, both running the same route, and Koskinen comes down with the goal. So Regiment get their lead back, which is huge. So the D-line comes out. If the D-line can score, they'll get their 2-point lead back. But obviously RUT has their O-line out. So with the score, Regiment are going to pull. And Workman is actually coming out with House. That's probably about 4 points in a row now for Workman. He's a real workhorse, no pun intended, or work moose, whatever you want to call him. And Cam Penny's out too, so they're really hoping they're going to get a quick D here so they can go into the half with a 2-point lead. They've got Walsh, they've got Mayo, they've got House, they've got Workman, they've got Hiscock, they got Penny, and that's Hodder with the disc getting ready for the pull. He's asking if everyone's ready. RUT signal they're ready. And that's the pull is away. Looks like a good pull. Looks like it's going to settle up there for a little bit. Staying in the middle here. and they luckily get their first pass away because the house was all over them like a wet blanket. Huck throwing down through the middle. That's Mayo and Workman. Oh, Workman gets their first, catches it right to Hiscock. So lucky there. Quick turnover. Hiscock over to Workman now. Workman with two hands. Up to Penny. Penny with the fake. Goes through the middle of the House. Oh, House. Great change of direction there and concentration to get it. He goes in the middle of Hodder. Hodder now to Penny. Penny fakes it back. Goes crossfield of the House. House is looking for someone. He got Michael Walsh cuts through the middle. Now Walsh is looking, waiting for someone. He got Workman. Workman's looking. Workman's got people moving. He's waiting. It's good coverage here by RUT. Goes back to Cam Penny. Cam Penny with it now.
Great call, boys. Great job, Hillary. Way to voice it.
What is that? Oh, okay. All right. I didn't hear it watching the play too much, but Hillary called a timeout. Regiment have fantastic field position, but Cam Penny, Workman, and House have been on quite a bit, and this little bit they really need to hydrate here and just give them a little bit of extra break so they can get some oxygen back to the legs. Recognizing that they never had the movement. Hillary recognizing they never had the movement there where they weren't cutting the way she wanted them to. She said that maybe it's the energy levels, calls the timeout, and House is drawing a play up here now for the Regiment O-line here now. Well, it was a D-line with the turnover. This is an absolute monstrous point. If we can get the next point, if we can score here, we go into the halftime with a 2-point lead. So, D-line. All right, timeout is over. And the water boys, the rookies, Hong and those guys, get the water off the field. And Cam Penny is set, waiting for the Regina team to set up and come check the disking. So we are at 7-6 Regiment, and we're knocking on the door. Fake pass there, goes back to House. House got it. House is waiting for someone to move. Puts it out to Workman. Workman runs it down. Workman got it now. He goes into the corner to Hodder. Oh, yeah. Hodder. That's Big Moose. Sees Hodder cutting hard. He took off across the goal line, and he must have had 3 steps on the RUT player, and Workman just nonchalantly threw an absolute dime to him right in the corner of the end zone. Okay, so that is it for the first half of a final game of the tournament for Regiment. They go into the half with an 8-6 lead. I will be back in probably about 5 minutes. So see you soon.